It's a complicated story that we never talk about, but I see it in the mirrors, in the curtains of our house. I don't want you to be worried that we're running out of time. It doesn't matter where we're going, we can leave it all behind. Only when I see you cry, I feel conflicted in my mind. It fills my heart up and it breaks me at the very same time.
Wagwan people thems. So this is actually a return to Miss Aurora, and this is for one of my news patrons, Lily. So thank you again for jumping over to my Patreon. I'm very, very, very grateful to you. Thank you. And as I do for every patron, so as soon as you come over, I will do a reaction for you. So as you already know, I've got a massive, massive, massive reaction list. It's so long. It's so long. But my patrons obviously jump the queue, yeah, so I make sure that you know I get that done for you. So you actually asked for an Aurora song because I know you're an Aurora fan, and I know that Aurora came out with a new song. It's probably like, well, it's new to me because it's been 4 weeks, and I think it's Cure of the Mind. I think it's called Conflict of the Mind. So I've got no idea what this is going to be like, but it's Aurora, so I'm pretty confident I'm probably going to enjoy it. So let's find out.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, da. It's a complicated
feel like Aurora can do no wrong. Not to me, not in my books, not on my channel. Like, because, and I tell you for why. Because I've yet, like, so, and it's weird because even like Gabrielle is someone who I absolutely love, but there was at least one song that I didn't like, and I haven't come across anything yet, anything where I've gone, didn't like it. And I know that, like, I know some of my patrons, not everyone is as sold on Aurora, but I don't know, like just melodically, I feel as though there's something that connects me to the way that she sings and the notes that she hits and the arrangement that she makes with her voice and stuff on different songs. I think just melodically, I like what she does. I like what she's selling. I like what she's putting out there. Like, I do, I'm completely sold. So I kind of went into being like, I'm probably gonna like this, aren't I? And I did. Like, I think the video is really interesting. Well, I'll go back to the video in a second. The song itself, I think, like, I like the kind of progression. I like the kind of distortion that's on her voice. Like, I think that's quite cool. Something a little bit different, a little bit, just different texture to what we used to hearing. But it's still her. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's still very much her throughout that. Like, I always find that her songs, initially for me anyway, are a little bit like, I don't know whether I fully get the sentiment, because at first I was very much like, oh, okay, there's people that have got things on their mind, and like, they are conflicted in wanting to be able to kind of express that. So what they're exhibiting on the outside isn't necessarily what's going on the inside, which is kind of where I thought the video was going. But then she threw me when then there were empty clothes. So there were the people, the dad, the mum, the brother, the sister, I'm presuming the family, around the table looking very forlorn. They seem that there's something that's obviously weighing each of them down. They all look very, very, very heavy. Then they suddenly are not in their clothes anymore, and it's just their clothes. Like, so they're just like, so I don't know if that's like a representation of, like, they're not even there, like it's literally just clothes. Like, so, and I guess the point of that is sometimes we can be present, but we're not actually present, we're not actually there. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know if that was what that was about. And then obviously them, her coming in with the cake and stuff, so kind of carrying on with these well, they weren't even smiling then really, but I know Aurora was kind of smiling, but not really smiling at the end. So it's kind of, I don't know whether that's again a symbol of, there's many incidents where people very much just paint over the cracks. Do you know what I mean? Like, and just carry on, even though they've got stuff going on in their head for the greater good, or what they think is the greater good, they'll just push on. So I don't know if that's kind of the message of the song and the message of the video. But I know that, like, you guys who are very much more informed than I am will probably tell me, or I'll end up watching something where Aurora talks about it, but either way, I think it sounds great, it looks great. I love this kind of like storytelling mode, and actually it's all within that room, really. Do you know what I mean? And also I'm hungry, so that does make me want some cake. But yeah, and I love the bits at the end. I think vocally at the end where she goes with that, again, sounds great. I love that. Can't wait to see it live. Again, I'd love to know what you guys thought of this. Is my theory right? Is that kind of what the song is about? But yeah, I'd love to know what your thoughts are. So please drop me a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this with your comment. That'd be great. And if you are feeling extra generous, because I'm doing this full time now, so I'm genuinely like very, very grateful for any support that anybody wants to throw my way. And for that, you get access to my reactions early, so you get part of the VIP list. You get access to the reaction list as well, so you get to jump the queue, and you get more access to me. So, the reasons write themselves. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.